Hello and welcome to Rebels Radio latest interview. I'm joined by Slough joint manager Neil Baker, reflecting on yesterday's victory against Dorchester Town. How are you, Neil?
Very well, John. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad at all. So another unchanged starting 11 yesterday.
Yep. That's the third one on the bounce for us, which is great. I mean, obviously we've got a few injured at the moment. Jamie McClurg broke down in the warm up. Billy Jeffries, obviously Reece York. Had Dobbo suspended. So this sort of team really picked itself. I mean, Tom Moran's been away with work for the last sort of month or so. So, he wasn't going to, be starting. And then obviously Johnny, Scott Harris and Eddie have been so good recently that, Johnny's having to bide his time a little bit, unfortunately. And so it was pretty simple decision really to pick the side. And
you did something different slightly before the game to just relax the players, get a bit of spirit together.
Yeah, we did. I mean, it's no secret that our sort of best performances have seemed to come on the road this season and even last season as well. And that normally means that we've got together early, we've got on a coach and the lads have got together and had a bit of banter and things like that. So we decided that we would meet up at 12:30 at the Farnham Park, and Betsy and Siobhan put on a really good breakfast or lunch for the players, and we played a bit of table football, a bit of pool, a bit of darts.
Who won the darts?
But not me, Warren Harris, unfortunately. He's got to be good for something, isn't it, at the moment? But that was good. Got the lads together. The Man City Palace game was on the box, and we did our team talk up at Farnham Park, and we got in the cars about 1:55, and got probably up to Holloway's Park for about 2:05, and literally the lads got changed and went out.
And then happy with how the game started? There seemed to be quite a good tempo in the first 5-10 minutes.
Absolutely delighted. I thought we were excellent. Started really well. I mean, Knighty had a shot within the first 60 seconds, and we were firmly on top probably for the first sort of 25 minutes. I thought we were excellent at times yesterday. We passed the ball well. Our intensity all over the pitch was good. The front boys were, playing superbly.
Were you concerned after 20 minutes or so that you hadn't put away more chances?
Well, sometimes, but I mean, as you and I were talking after the game, it wasn't like that we were missing really, really good chances. We were creating chances and getting shots on target. I mean, obviously, Knighty hit the post. It was a great volley from him, and so you're not looking at them thinking we should have scored that goal or whatever. But the fact was we were creating chances, which was great. And obviously then Eddie stuck away, with another great finish with his left foot to make it 1-0. And I think at that time, we were really pleased with how we played, and we felt that we could have probably been 2 or 3 up.
Yeah, and then somewhat against the run of play, conceded quite a soft goal.
Yeah, it was a soft goal. I mean, Jake put his hands up straight away. He knows he shouldn't have come for the ball. It was just a moment of madness, and unfortunately, as a keeper, you get punished. If you make a mistake, you get punished, and unfortunately, he didn't need to come for the ball because there was I think Rummy and Searsy were actually there challenging for the ball, and if he'd stayed on his line, the lad would have probably just headed it straight into his hands. But they scored, and then unfortunately for the next 15 minutes, we didn't panic, but we stopped doing what we'd done so well for the first 25 minutes. And
it gave Dorchester a lot of heart, gave them an
extra
yard.
Yeah, and listen, they weren't bad going forward. They were quite quick, and they have got some good players. I mean, we felt that we could get at them defensively. They've scored, obviously conceded a lot of goals recently, and if we were honest, we didn't think they were great at the back, and we felt that we would get chances throughout the game, and it proved that. But they played well for the last 15 minutes of the half, and they were on top at that stage.
And then what did you say at half time? Obviously disappointing after such a positive first 20-25 minutes to then go in level.
Yeah, I mean we just said exactly that. It was one error which gave them a leg up, and we just said you just need to go back to doing what you'd done so well in the first 25 minutes, and that came from intensity. Work rate. I thought work rate all over. I thought Adrian Sear and Ben Edwards were superb in the middle of the park. I don't think they'd lost one battle in the game, and we just said go and do the same thing as you did in the first 25 minutes, and we can go and win the game, and I think first 10 minutes again they probably on top a little bit, and then I thought we then battered them for the last 25 minutes of the game. I thought we were excellent again.
Yeah, there wasn't that many clear chances.
There wasn't, no, but we just in general play. I thought we were first to everything. I thought we looked bright as a team. We were very together, and to say I thought Jake Parsons had a particularly good game. I thought Scott Harris was different gear up front. He's so difficult to mark. He's such a strong lad, and he's having a great season now. And he's becoming a real big player for us.
What about Eddie? Obviously, you had to pull him because
absolutely.
you were concerned about his.
Eddie's. I'll tell you what, Eddie's been absolutely top draw since he came back from Cove when he went on loan. Obviously we had a few words with him about what happened against Rugby last year and in the playoff semi-final, and he didn't start the season great, and we put a little bit of pressure on him, and to be fair, ever since then he's come back, he's worked hard. We said to him that the reason he scores goals is by working hard. He can't just expect to score, and his work rate's been so good that he's been scoring goals week in, week out now, and unfortunately he has that side to him where he does have a rush of blood occasionally, and
I think it was a strong tackle from Matthews which he took exception to, and the referee obviously didn't see a foul there.
We felt it was a foul on the halfway line on him, and maybe that was the catalyst that sort of caused him to lose his head a little bit, and it was a silly tackle. It's within the first 45 minutes, and he's earned himself a booking, and he's then on a tightrope for the rest of the game, and unfortunately he then I think got a little bit lucky where he could have been sent off, and then there was another tackle very, very shortly after, and we thought at this stage they were doing their utmost best to get him sent off, so it was the only decision we could make, and whilst he's not happy, unfortunately if he puts himself in that position, then unfortunately then that's what we have to do as managers, because we need 11 players on the pitch and not 10, and whilst Eddie is a complete match winner, he's not a match winner if he's in the changing room or having been sent off.
No, and then the substitute came up good.
Yeah, absolutely delighted for Johnny. As I mentioned earlier, he's had to be a bit patient. Johnny had about 4 weeks off when he had the calf injury from the Redditch game, and unfortunately that coincided with Scott and Eddie forming a really good partnership and playing really well, and unfortunately he's had to be very patient, and he's had to do everything from the bench, and he come on and he scored a great goal. It was a brilliant ball from Searsey. It was a great weight on the ball, and it was a typical Johnny Dyer finish, and delighted that he scored the goal, because we all know what a good player Johnny is, and that will give him his confidence. In his career he's often had spells where he scores in clusters, and he will score a lot of goals, and then he might go sort of 5, 6, 7 games without scoring, and this one's sort of been slightly longer, and I think it does affect him sometimes, and I think just that goal, that relief for him, it will stand him in good stead, and obviously with games coming up over Christmas, especially the 2 games in 3 days, we've got no doubt that he'll be starting one of those.
And were you happy that obviously at 1-1, it was a tight game in that situation? You forged ahead and managed to then maintain and hold out for those 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, it was it got a bit open. In the game actually. At 1-1, and then obviously we scored the second. And I thought we saw the game out really well. We kept the ball when we needed to keep the ball. We hit the corners when we needed to hit the corners, and I don't really remember Summers having to make a proper save, if I'm honest. He had a couple of what I'd say routine saves early on in the second half, but I don't really think they create anything for the last 25 minutes of the game.
And so now moving ahead to later in the week, obviously you've got Cheshire on Boxing Day, and what's the situation for that? Are there any players unavailable? Or
Yeah, I mean, Ben might be struggling now. You know, he got a kick yesterday.
He's an old man, isn't he?
He's an old man anyway. Yeah, he can't play too many games. No, he's struggling a bit. He got a kick on his foot, so we're not 100% sure how he's going to be. One player that we will be missing is Guy Hollis. Guy's sister moved abroad earlier on in the year, and they'll be in Dubai for Christmas with his family. Nothing we can do about that, so he'll miss Boxing Day and he'll miss New Year's Day, and he'll be back for the 3rd. So we'll be missing Guy. Hopefully we should have Clergy, Billy and Reese available, and we should know that sort of Monday, Tuesday how they all are. But we're sort of relatively confident that they'll be fit. Dobbo will come back into the squad as well after serving his suspension. So you know it's going to be tough on Boxing Day. It's a great local derby. You know, hopefully there'll be a decent crowd, and you know I know Chesham in the past have had the beating of Slough, and it'd be nice for us to go and get 3 points, and I know that the chairman would love to go and get 3 points against Chesham as well.
Good. Well, thank you very much for your time. We look forward to the festive period and that match on Boxing Day. Hopefully there'll be lots of Rebels along there, but thank you for your time. Have a lovely Christmas.
And you, and to everyone else.
Thanks, bye.